Hi and welcome to the Crochet Circle. My name is Alex and in today's video I want to show you how to make a letter L. So I'm gonna begin like I always begin when crocheting those letters. I'm just gonna sketch it out how the letter L looks. Um, it's gonna be chain 22 for the base, few rows up, and then just 8 stitches, and it's gonna be 30 rows high. This is pretty straightforward, really simple letter to do, so I think we can just get started. Now for this purpose I have some blue yarn. Don't ask me what kind of yarn it is because I got it from a lady and she said, "Oh, I know you're crocheting, perhaps you can have some use of this yarn." And just to make this tutorial I think it's gonna be perfect. So I still have my 3mm hook and now I'm gonna begin. As I said, begin with chain 22. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I have chain 22 here. I'm gonna do chain 1 just to go up into another row, and in the second chain from the hook I'm gonna do a single crochet. And this is my first single crochet, and till the end of the row I should have 22 single crochets. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, the first row is always a bit harder for me because I do want to go through 2 loops when I begin. So now that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now this is 20, and the last 2 and the last one. So I have 22 single crochets in a row, and I need 7 rows like this. So I'm gonna do chain 1 and just single crochet till the other end, and I have to repeat it 7 times. So I'm on row number 2 now. And I just have to do single crochets because there are no increases, no decreases, there are no curves or things like that. Everything is pretty squared out. This is my row number 2 done. Now I'm up to row number 3. I already did the chain 1 to go into the next row, and I just have to do single crochets. 7 rows of 22 single crochets altogether. To be honest, I am a bit worried about the yarn that I'm currently using because it's all put together in a ball, and I do hope I won't get any knots in between. But even if I'm gonna have a knot, I know that I'm gonna be able to work it in, so you actually won't see the knot, because it can be hidden on the inside of the letter. Now I've done 1, 2, 3. Now I'm on the 4th row. And 4th row is done. Now on the 5th row, I think you're kind of used to me getting the yarn on the table. So I'm just doing 22 single crochets in the first 7 rows, and after that it's gonna be 8 single crochets till I hit the row number 30. So afterwards, letter L will be done. Now I have 5 rows up onto the 6th one. And as I said, just single crochets, 22 in each row. Uh-oh, that's not a good thing. But I think I'm gonna be able to undo it without any knots in. Yeah. I know I need a yarn bowl for my yarn. And this is the last stitch. I'm just gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 rows. Now I'm on the 7th row, and I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, now that's 19, 19, 20, 21 and 22. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of 22 single crochets done. What I now do is, after 8 single crochets, I just turn and go into the next row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, chain 1, and just do 8 single crochets up. And I have to go up to row number 30, so I'm still a long way till then, and I don't need to count yet. If you have a row counter, you can definitely, press on each row that you do, but this letter is straightforward, doesn't have any curves or odd shapes. That's why I'm just gonna count when I'm gonna kind of eyeball when I'm gonna be up to almost number 30 row. Until then, just 8 single crochets in a row. I did a chain 1, there's a little red thing on my yarn, so I can get it away from it. I hope I still have 8 stitches in a row, so I hope I didn't lose a stitch or gain a stitch. That's why I'm just gonna count them out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Perfect. I'm still on track with everything. Now I do want to know how many rows I've done. So when I'm gonna finish this one, I'm just gonna count and then see how much I still have to do. And I think if you have a row counter, you know where you are, but I don't have it, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That means 12 more rows to go. I am over half of the first letter L. I am gonna do a second letter L as well, because I'm gonna then join those two letters together, and the letters are gonna be more puffy and they're gonna have more of a 3D effect. I'm just doing 8 single crochets in each row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm just gonna count the rows now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 more rows and then I'm gonna have 30 rows in total, and my letter, my first letter, L, will be done. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm just gonna count the rows again. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more row and I'm gonna have 30 rows for the letter L. When I finish with the first letter L, I'm gonna do the second one as well. And then I'm gonna join them. I'm gonna put some stuffing in between, and it's gonna be nice and puffy, and it's gonna hold its shape much better. So the first letter L is done. Now I'm up to the second one. I'm gonna begin again with chain 22. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, oops, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's chain 22. I'm gonna do chain 1 to get again up into the next row, and then in the second chain I'm gonna do a single crochet. And now just single crochets in each of the chain, and by the end of the row I should have 22 single crochets. Actually, I'm just gonna count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't wanna redo my first row, so that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Now I need 7 rows like this. One row is already done, so I need to repeat 22 single crochets 6 more times. Altogether 7 rows of 22 single crochets. And the last one, the 22nd one, chain 1 and go into the next round. So now I'm on row number 3. And the last one of row number 3, so I'm on row number 4 now, again, or still there's 22 single crochets. Row number 4 is done. Now I'm up to row number 5. To be honest, I don't know what's better, doing all the curves and stuff with the letters or just single crochet in a straight line. Definitely the curves are more challenging and I think it goes faster than just doing straight lines because it's more dynamic. Row number 5, now I'm on row number 6. And this is row number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After this row, it's only gonna be then not 22 single crochets anymore, but it's only gonna be 8 single crochets in a row. So instead of doing one row, you could do 2 rows at the same time in the same period of time, so it's gonna be much faster finishing it up. Now I have 7 rows and now only 8 single crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Chain 1, turn the work around and 8 single crochets up, up, up till I get to row number 30. Yes, I still have my tea with me. But usually when I crochet it gets a bit cold, so drinking cold tea is nothing new for me. And to be honest, sometimes I prepare my tea in the evening for the morning, just so when I wake up I have tea all ready to drink and I don't have to wait till it cools down. But that's just one of my strange habits that I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I still have 8 single crochets in each row. And I have to repeat it so often that I then come up to row number 30. I'm just gonna count how far along I am. If you have your row counters and you're on track with it, good for you. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, this is gonna be row number 20 and then 10 more to go. Okay, so yeah, it's still okay. My yarn that I got as a present to use on something. I mean, all the yarn can be used, don't get me wrong. And I think this scrap yarn is just perfect for me to show you all the rest of the letters. Now I forgot on which row I am, so I'm just gonna count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. I need 5 more rows. So I'm on row 26 now. $27. 28. 29. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm gonna do a chain 1, cut the yarn, and pull it through. What I'm just gonna do now is I'm gonna get rid of these end tails, so that means the beginning and the end one, and this one's gonna go inside just a bit because I am gonna cover it with the second L. I don't need it to be in much, just so when I'm gonna be joining those two L's together, these two L's together, that it won't be in the way, like this. And this is the second one. Sorry for getting a bit out of view. Okay, so the first L is going face side down. This is the back side because I know the end yarn is there, and the second L is going face up, back side down, and I just align them like this. Now I am thinking of either going with the blue yarn, but I also have here some yellow yarn to be a bit of a contrast, and I think I'm gonna go with the yellow one to do the edge because I've done it so far with all the letters I did. Actually no, you know what, let's make it all in the same color this time. So I still have my blue yarn, and now I'm gonna begin in the top corner and usually I was doing chains 2 for the loops to hang on. I'm not gonna do this on this letter because I don't need it. So I'm just doing single crochets to turn the corner, chain 1 and another single crochet in the same stitch. And now just going back. Okay, this is the end tail, and this is the starting yarn actually of the edge, so it's fine that it's up there. Now I just have to single crochet all the way around. I don't know if you can see, but the rows are really nicely aligned and it's really easy to just join them together. It's much easier than doing this with the curved letters. Just single crochets in each row. You kind of see where the start or the end of the row is, and I just go between the last stitch and just crochet then the front and the back together. I'm almost at the end. I need 2 more stitches. Now I'm in the end. I have to turn the work around, turn the corner, that means chain 1 and another single crochet in the same stitch. And now I'm just crocheting again, getting through the front and the back letter. It does look really good when it's all in one color as well. But those that I was doing in a contrasting color, the ends, those are for my garland that I was doing for Christmas. And I did like how it looked as if the snow was on the letters. One more stitch. Now I'm in the corner. That means I'm gonna do chain 1 and a single crochet in the same stitch. Now this is gonna be my corner one. Again, to turn the corner, chain 1 and a single crochet in the same stitch. And now just single crochets through, again through both of the letters. just putting in all the loose ends from the letters. After I'm gonna turn the corner, I am gonna stuff the bottom part of the letter. This is a sharp corner, so in a sharp corner I just do a slip stitch. And then I continue onwards with single crochets. I'm gonna make a bit bigger loop and I'm gonna stuff this part of the L. I do want to get the stuffing all the way in. Now I have to close the L up, so I'm just gonna be doing single crochet in each row again, going through both letters just to close it up, to join both letters together. Oh, I missed one here. That wasn't a good thing. So actually I'm gonna go back a few more. And just redo it, because I do want to get through both letters at the same time in the same stitch. Now this is gonna be my corner one, but before I turn the work around, I'm just gonna stuff the letter L all the way to the top. I think it's gonna be full enough. Now I'm just gonna, I did the first stitch in the corner. Now again, to turn the corner I have to do chain 1 and a single crochet in the same stitch. And now I'm just again doing single crochets through both letters L. This is the last one. I'm gonna, oops, you kind of saw that. I'm gonna cut the yarn, pull it through. I didn't do a chain 1 because I'm gonna join those two ends invisibly. So I'm not going in the first one, I'm going in the second one. So I'm just kind of placing it on top of the stitch, and then I'm going in from where I came from. And now I'm gonna find a spot to pull my yarn towards, and I'm gonna do the same with the beginning. Would be nice if I would have a bit longer one, but it will do. So I'm just gonna make a knot, and I'm gonna pull it a bit tighter, so when I'm gonna then stretch the letter L, the knot will be inside and you cannot see it. You see, it goes inside. And now what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna grab these two yarns and just pull it a bit more. So this is the front side of the letter L. Have a note that I didn't do any of the loops that I sometimes do on top of the in the corners. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to get notified when I'm gonna have something new coming out, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, happy crafting!